You know why your supplements and protocols aren't working for Lyme disease, mold illness, CIRS? It's because of your nervous system. Specifically, your nervous system is stuck in survival mode. And when that happens, your body physically cannot heal, no matter how many supplements you take or how many protocols you try. Hi, I'm Victoria. I have a master's degree in applied psychophysiology. I'm certified in clinical hypnosis. I'm a Reiki master, and I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. But more importantly, I healed from late-stage Lyme disease, mold illness, and CIRS. And after spending 7 years and over $500,000 on treatments that didn't work, it wasn't until I addressed my nervous system first that everything else started working. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to tell if your nervous system is dysregulated, why this blocks all your other treatments from working, and what to do about it starting today. So let's go. First, let's figure out if your nervous system is dysregulated. I'm going to give you 10 symptoms. You wake up between 2 to 4 a.m. most nights. You have food sensitivities that keep expanding. You feel wired but exhausted feeling. You startle easily by sounds or movements. You have digestive issues such as bloating, constipation. You react to smells, lights, or strong sounds. You crash after any exertion. You have anxiety or panic without clear trigger or reason. You have brain fog that doesn't clear with rest. And you can't handle stress like you used to. If you have 5 or more, I would say that your nervous system is dysregulated. And here's what you need to understand. Most people with chronic illness, such as Lyme disease, mold illness, CIRS, have a dysregulated nervous system, which means all of your other symptoms, the food sensitivities, the fatigue, the pain, the brain fog, the inflammation, are downstream of this problem. Fix this first and everything else becomes possible. So here's exactly why nervous system dysregulation blocks healing. Your nervous system has 2 modes: parasympathetic, which is the rest, digest, healing mode, and then sympathetic, fight, flight, survive. When you have chronic illness, your nervous system gets stuck in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, your body shuts down non-essential functions to conserve energy. And guess what's considered non-essential? Healing. So here's what happens physiologically. Your digestion shuts down and your supplements don't absorb. Your detox pathway closes, so toxins accumulate and you feel worse. Your blood flow decreases, so nutrients can't reach tissues. Your inflammation increases, so the pain and fatigue worsen. And then your sleep collapses. There's no cellular repair happening. Your immune system goes haywire and there's chronic activation and exhaustion. This is why it can do everything right and still not heal. So your nervous system is literally blocking the healing process. HRV reflects your autonomic nervous system flexibility, how well it can shift from sympathetic, which is the fight-or-flight stress response, to parasympathetic, rest and digest. And when you increase HRV, that's when your supplements start working. That's when your detoxes don't flare you up. And that's when your sleep finally deepens. Not because the protocol has changed, but because your nervous system finally feels safe enough to heal. So let me tell you what this looked like in my life. 2021, I was bedridden. I took 40 supplements a day. I did IV therapies 2 to 3 times a week. I followed a strict carnivore diet. I meditated, I rested, I did everything right. But I kept getting worse. And I woke up every night at 2 a.m. with heart palpitations. And my brain fog was so thick, I couldn't even read a full sentence. And I reacted to everything: foods, smells, sounds, light. I spent 4 hours a day just managing symptoms. I saw 15 different doctors, got 12 different diagnoses, spent over $500,000 on treatments. But then I learned about nervous system dysregulation, and I realized I was trying to heal my body while my nervous system was still stuck in survival mode from years of chronic stress and trauma. So I changed my entire approach. Instead of starting with supplements and protocols, I started with nervous system regulation. So that means daily practices, such as vagus nerve activation every morning with breathwork midday and then clinical hypnosis before bed. And then within 60 days, I started sleeping through the night. My brain fog started lifting. I could tolerate some foods again. And within 6 months, I could walk a few miles without crashing. I could lift weights again. My supplements finally started working. And within 18 months, I was bodybuilding. I was able to sleep 7 to 8 hours. I had mental clarity for the first time in years. And I finally felt like myself again. So the difference wasn't a new protocol. The difference was doing things in the right order. Regulate first, then everything else works. Okay, so what do you actually do about this? Here's the exact protocol that worked for me. So step 1 is to measure your HRV. I use an Oura ring, and you can track your HRV every morning. It's not the most perfect biometric, but it can give you an approximation of whether you're in a healing mode or survival mode. And your baseline HRV determines everything about your day. Step 2, daily regulation practices. You need 3 touch points every day to shift your nervous system. 1 in the morning, so you can do vagus nerve activation, such as cold water on the face for 30 seconds, or do humming or gargling. And then this is going to tell your nervous system that you're safe. And then midday, for about 10 minutes, you're going to anchor your parasympathetic nervous system with box breathing. 4 counts in, 4 hold, 6 counts out, 2 hold, and repeat again. This is going to prevent survival mode creeping in during the daytime. And then for bedtime, about 15 minutes before sleep, you're going to wind down your nervous system. I use clinical hypnosis as my sleep meditation. And then you can do gentle stretching or yin yoga, and then gratitude journaling. 3 things that you're grateful for. and this will ensure that you'll drop into sleep, deep sleep. Step 3, track your progress. So you're gonna watch your HRV climb over the 30-60 days. And when it does, you're gonna notice that your sleep improves, your brain fog will lift, your energy return, your pain decreases, and then your protocols finally work. So this is an instant. It took me about 60 to 90 days with consistency to see improvement. So if you're thinking, Victoria, this makes sense, but I've been dysregulated for years. How do I even start? That's exactly why I create a free resource for you, which is my clinical hypnosis sleep meditation that's going to calm your overactive nervous system. This is a guided meditation that combines clinical hypnosis, which has theta brainwave induction, vagus nerve activation, and Reiki energy healing and subconscious reprogramming. Use it tonight, and the download link is below. And then comment below too. Comment below with sleep, and we can also send it to you as well. Now, here's something important. Nervous system regulation is step 1, but there's a step 2 that most people miss, and it's why some people regulate their nervous system but still don't fully heal. It has to do with your subconscious identity, because your body literally follows the blueprint of who you believe you are. And if your subconscious identity is, I'm chronically ill, your body will keep recreating illness, even after your nervous system regulates. If you want to know how your beliefs are running the background without you even knowing, I'm breaking this down completely in my next video. Click here to watch it now, because if you skip this step, regulation alone won't be enough to heal completely. I'll see you there.